Hey everyone, David Nielsen here, and on behalf of our entire team at Platinum Idaho Real Estate, I am providing a quick market update on the go, just because the market is so busy. I feel like we're always on the go, and I just haven't had time to sit down and record one. So here you get my studio, which is the truck, but I wanted to just share some market numbers, and I'm not going to actually show graphs. I feel like when I put graphs up there, some people are probably like, and I don't want to bore you, but I do want to tell you what the market's doing because it's quite interesting. It's very, very strong. So a couple of key points. So the number of units sold is higher than it was this time last month. So we have had an increase in that. We've also had an increase in the overall sales volume. But it is interesting to note that the number of units sold in April and in May were less than the year before. And I think that's just an after effect of COVID and maybe we're not getting as many out-of-state buyers coming to look at homes. People may be just a little bit reluctant to go out and stuff like that. I think that's just all normal and expected. But what's interesting is if you look at the year-to-date accumulation of units sold, we're just a hair under what we were last year. And if you look at the year-to-date accumulation of volume sold, we're actually above what we were last year. So that's indicative of what prices are doing because we've seen prices steadily increase. It is interesting to note that this month, I think the Ada County median price fell just slightly. That's typical. It really ramps up, March, April, May, and then it just kind of bounces around a little bit, and then they do steadily increase. So I'm not concerned about that at all. What we're finding though is that interest rates are still very, very low. So we're getting a lot of new purchases. And as I said, our team is really busy. And when you talk about inventory, the inventory took a big hit. So we have even lower inventory than we did this time last month. And the bulk of that big drop in inventory was in new construction. So there's just a real tightening up of new construction, and existing home sales, or existing home inventory rather, stayed about the same. So anyway, you got low inventory, rising prices, super low interest rates, lots of activity going on. And I think, as I've always said this before in the last couple of months, is I think we're going to have a lot of pent-up demand because we've already had, prior to COVID, a lot of inward migration to the Boise area. When you start thinking about some of these other states that have had that migration to our area, Washington, Oregon, particularly California, I think once things really open up there and travel is back to normal, we're going to see a lot more migration here. So I think our market's really well insulated from anything, and we are very excited and optimistic for the year to come. As I mentioned, our team's very busy. I think we had almost 30 transactions closing in the month of June, so we're super excited about that. Anyway, that's the quick numbers on the market update, and I hope that everybody's enjoying the weather after the almost 2 weeks of rain that we've had here in Boise. So the last few days have been really, really nice. So hopefully you're enjoying the nice kickoff to your summer, and we'll catch up with you next month. Take care.